Hey, my friend, I believe you are doing so well. Hey, this is another level. I will dump the 10 strategy on you. I take one strategy every day. And then by the end of this, you'll be like, whoa, now I understand why. Maybe I'm not selling or I have not been selling. But guess what? By the end of this course, you'll be the best. This 10 strategy of the top seller, if you apply this, you'll be so good. You won't know what to do with yourself, right? So let's dive in. The first, the first thing is that top seller actually affect their own emotional state. As a salesperson, you must be able to affect your own emotional state. Sell is like a not a battle, but it can get dirty sometimes. So if you don't know how to affect your own emotional stage by maintaining yourself in what we call the beautiful stage, you may lose a sale. If I'm trying to, let's say you're trying to sell something to me, and let's say you are selling me a car, for example, and I test drive the car, and then and I say something like, you know what? I think this car is a piece of shit. You can feel offended, right? You can be like, you know, right there you can lose it a little bit. But I mean, it's not a good thing. But as a salesperson, you can be mad. You can lose up. You can't just go into the suffering stage, or you can't get nervous and start say nonsense. Or let's say you have a restaurant, and somebody walk in a restaurant and try and say, sir, matter of fact, this chicken is too spicy. I mean, I don't think this is good, right? And they may even say, I think this is nasty food. That can sound insulting. But if you are a salesperson, you can really be like, oh my God, what do you mean? And lose up. No. You have to maintain the beautiful state. You have to maintain the beautiful stage. And how do you do that? By telling yourself certain things while you're in the sales process and watch your stage. Don't get angry. Let's say somebody come, you are in a real estate, for example, and you are showing house to somebody. They look this house and look at that other one, look at another one, and they're not making a decision. You can be irritated. Or maybe, let's say somebody come to your shop and you sell shoes. They try the red shoes. They try the black shoes. They try the yellow shoes. They keep trying the shoes. You can be like, you know what? What's wrong with you? Don't make a decision. You may not say verbally, but when your state change and now you are nervous, you are tense, and then you don't really, you start get irritated and you want to wrap up and get the client out of there. Customer will notice that. They will notice that. They will notice that you are in a suffering stage. So how do you maintain your state? You have to monitor your state. Number one, the way you maintain your state, first of all, to know that you are there for your client. You are there for the client. And you have to set your mind that, hey, whatever the client do, some people say the client is king. Know that you are in to serve. Don't take it personally. Sometimes when we take personally, that's where I stay drop all the time. So if you are doing sale or you are prepared, you meet the client or you in your shop and you over the phone, make sure you maintain your stage. Maintain the right tone of voice. Maintain the right attitude. Don't get mad. Don't get disturbed. Literally, if you want to get disturbed, like watch it and be like, oh, Johnny, you can't be disturbed. You go into the suffering stage. So you always want to maintain your stage and stay in the beautiful stage. That means you have to stay happy. You have to be, the customer has to feel you. You can't be mad at the customer. You can't, just front your face and all that. You stay in the beautiful stage and it's going to make your sale easy. Now, I want you to take this as a homework. Remember the last time you was doing sale or the last time you was interacting with the customer and you almost lose up. What can you tell yourself to always come back? Again, before this course, we talk about the big why. If you really have that big why, you're not going to be upset easily. So Whatever you do, you monitor your state. If you need to jump and breathe and, throw a little joke in so you guys can laugh a little bit and you come back, but you must stay in the beautiful stage. If you go down, change your state down, most likely you lose a sale. You lose a sale. So maintain your state, maintain your state, and maintain your state. That is the first thing that you must do. Every successful salespeople must maintain and stay in the beautiful state. You cannot go down in a suffering state, even if the client appear to be difficult. Matter of fact, the way to deal with difficult client is to maintain and stay in a beautiful stage. So that is something you must practice, and you must practice and practice. That's what the technique number one. So tomorrow we will talk about how to manage the customer stage. How to manage the customer stage. That's your stage. Remember, we talk about you, and then we have to talk about the customer. What could you do to manage your customer stage when you are interested with them, you are doing business with them? So tomorrow we will talk about that. Hey, I'm giving you this one at a time just because I want you to master. This is going to be your life. I don't want to just dump everything on you. I give you a little bit. I want you to practice that. And ask yourself, at what point, when was the last time I lose a sale because I got mad on the customer and I start arguing with customer? Some people even argue with their customer. Like, you want to fight them. No. Somebody come to give you money, you want to fight them? No. That's wrong. You manage your state. You always have to be in a beautiful state. You have to breathe in. You have to do whatever you need to do and stay in a beautiful state. All right. See you tomorrow.